God bless. The wizard stood in the doorway of the workshop early one misty morning, looking at the truck that had just been loaded. Inside the vehicle sat the carefully packed resonance mirror device, along with cases of instruments, batteries, sensor masts, notebooks, and a rugged laptop connected to the council's analysis system. The back of the truck looked less like a camping trip and more like a mobile physics laboratory. Anne stepped out onto the porch with a thermos of coffee. "You're not opening any portals before lunch," she said firmly. The wizard smiled. "We're just listening to the Earth today, the destination." After several nights of analyzing geological maps, electromagnetic surveys, and local folklore, the council had selected a promising location. A remote area of forest in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, not far from Helen. The site contained several unusual features: a deep limestone cave system, a mineral spring emerging from underground rock layers, reported magnetic fluctuations in old survey records, long-standing local stories about strange lights in the woods. The wizard loved places like this, where geology, folklore, and curiosity intersected. Arrival at the site. By late morning, the truck wound up a narrow gravel road through tall pines and mountain laurel. Sunlight filtered through the branches, and the air smelled of moss and damp stone. The wizard parked near the trailhead. Yvette stepped out with the survey tablet. Lyra's AI system came online through the satellite link. Elena began unloading the sensor tripod. Anne looked around and nodded approvingly. "Well, if nothing else," she said, "this is a beautiful place for a picnic." Setting up the mirror. The resonance mirror device was mounted onto a sturdy aluminum stand at the edge of a small clearing near the cave entrance. The mirror itself reflected the forest canopy above. Birds fluttered between the branches. Everything seemed peaceful, almost too peaceful. The wizard began activating the sensors. The device monitored electromagnetic fields, low-frequency acoustic resonance, ionization levels in the air, thermal gradients in the surrounding rock, subtle vibration patterns in the ground. Within seconds, the laptop display filled with streaming data. First readings. At first, the instruments showed normal environmental readings. Temperature stable, magnetic field consistent with regional averages, low background vibration. But then Lyra's voice came through the speaker. "Anomaly detected." The wizard leaned closer. The electromagnetic field sensor had registered a subtle fluctuation. Small, but rhythmic. It appeared every 12 seconds. Yvette studied the waveform. "That's too regular to be random." Elena checked the ground vibration sensors. They showed something interesting as well. A deep, low-frequency hum coming from underground. The cave investigation. The wizard grabbed a flashlight. "Let's see what the cave has to say." The group carefully entered the cave entrance. Cool air flowed outward like the cave itself was breathing. Inside, the limestone walls glittered with mineral deposits. Water dripped slowly into small pools on the floor. The wizard placed one of the portable sensors near a narrow rock chamber. The readings immediately spiked. Lyra spoke again. "Resonance frequency detected. Geological origin likely." The wizard grinned. "Underground water movement?" Yvette nodded. "Most likely." Deep below the cave, groundwater flowed through hidden channels, producing vibrations and electrical effects in the surrounding rock. These natural systems sometimes produced strange electromagnetic signals, exactly the type of conditions that might give rise to stories of mysterious lights or sensations. The light phenomenon. As they exited the cave, something unexpected happened. The mirror device suddenly brightened. The LEDs shifted from blue to amber. Lyra announced, "Air ionization increasing." Faint shimmering glow appeared above the spring water. Elena raised an eyebrow. "That's new?" The wizard realized what was happening. The mineral-rich spring water, flowing over certain rocks, was generating small electrical charges. Combined with the cave vibrations and humid air, the environment occasionally produced faint natural plasma glows. Similar effects had been observed in other places around the world. To someone walking through the forest at night, It might look exactly like mysterious floating lights. The mystery explained and expanded. The wizard scribbled notes in his field journal. The site was not a portal, at least not in the science fiction sense, but it was something fascinating, a natural resonance node, a place where geology, water movement, and atmospheric conditions combine to create unusual energy signatures. The kind of place where ancient people might have felt something special, and perhaps built legends around it. The wizard's reflection. As the sun began setting behind the mountains, the group packed up their equipment. The resonance mirror had done exactly what it was designed to do. It had listened to the earth, and the earth had answered. The wizard looked once more toward the cave entrance. Perhaps there were real portals somewhere in the universe. But even without them, the world was full of wonders. Hidden rivers under mountains, energy fields flowing through stone, mysteries waiting quietly beneath the forest floor. Anne handed him a sandwich. "Well?" she asked. The wizard smiled. "We didn't find a doorway to another dimension." He took a bite. "But we found something just as good." Anne raised an eyebrow. "Lunch?" The wizard laughed. "No." He looked toward the glowing mountain sky. "Proof that the earth itself is still full of secrets. God bless."